Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you, new subscribers, existing subscribers, friends of this channel. It is so good to be here. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see. What else can I say? This is your card and your message of the day. Alright, so let's start off with our angel number for the day, which is the number 8. And the number 8 talks about success, let's see, abundance, works with the King of Earth tarot card. It's the energy of ambition, it's the energy of insightfulness, it's the energy of all good decisions coming. It's a day that you can sit and meditate on epiphanies. However, the energy of an 8-day is that of abundance, that of joy, that of harmony with the earth. My 2 isms is nothing's more important than my feeling of joy and happiness. That's the number 8 day. Focus on love, feel the joy in everything you do, and be content. And it's my intention with these messages of the day that they are less predictions and more prescriptions for everyone to have a better day, to start life or start the day on the right foot, not the back foot, and to look at things through a better window. We have the power to do it in anything and everything that we do. All right, so I'm also using the Happier Me affirmation cards from this company, Archangel. I got these from Amazon. I don't know who came up with them. Several of you have said that it's been challenging to find, but then they found it. So the affirmation is, I trust myself to make the right decision and always try to be your best supporter. The true magic starts when you believe in yourself. It's really part of our legacy, part of our truth, part of our purpose is to believe that we can do anything and everything we want to do. The challenge, which is another human challenge, everybody comes to earth with that same understanding, and then we get told differences, we get given a bit more of a contrast, and it becomes difficult to follow it. I'm using Kyle Gray's the Divine Masters Oracle deck for our card of the week, and there are 2 of them, the Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara. This is about great awakenings to the light work. Sanat Kumara is the leader of Venus, the Venusians. His job really is to come and bring light codes, messages of love, messages of light, messages of joy, messages of happiness, contentment. He's almost like the cosmic fountain of youth, or prince of youthfulness. It's like a kind of a message between heaven and between earth. And the Lady Venus activates the peace within all of us that chooses to come here to do great things. And she's asking all of us to rise up and to be the representative of divine love, the bringer of higher consciousness that will support the ascension of planet Earth. Not that planet Earth is going to die, but if we don't put the brakes on it a little bit and bring divine love and divine truth here, we're going to get swallowed up in something that's not so pleasant. These 2 are twin flames of one another, and she is the queen of cosmic race of light. The Venusians, all of them, the energy is advanced cosmic energy, similar to that of the angels. The Venusians consider themselves to be starry ancestors, and they've come to visit with us. Lady Venus, although she may be a lesser known divine master, will be there to help anyone who wants to dedicate their life to life work, making a difference, waking people up to their divine love, their benevolence, all of that stuff. So the message that she brings is that those of us on earth that have prayed for a better way, we were birthed in response to those prayers. We were called to earth with a mission, and everything we faced, overcome, healed from, has prepared us for leaving the legacy that we're going to leave when we leave the earth. So for those of us that are in this, focusing on love, feeling joy, being content, whether you're writing poetry, drawing pictures, creating oracle cards and oracle decks, these are your legacies to leave behind. So don't discount the power that you have to do that. I'm using the Archangel Michael sort of like oracle deck today, or for this week, for our this is by Ragnar Valentine, for our card of the day. And I rather like working with Archangel Michael and the Lady Venus to do this. Incidentally, there's a prayer on the inside of this box that says, "You are a child of unfathomable beauty and light." And I feel like the blue butterflies, the yellow butterflies, the small creatures of transformation are with us, encouraging us to keep going with all that work. So Beatrice and Gertrude are my spirit guides that come every day, and they're here today. Now, this morning I'm looking at them, and they are sort of sitting, as they do, in a clearing, what seems to be in the middle of a forest, in the middle of the woods, while I'm shuffling, and I'm asking them to be present, which they are, but this time they're sitting almost like in peacock chairs, side by side, with a small table between them, and there is a light, almost like a beam of light, a beacon of light, a spotlight shining down behind them. And then if I look a bit further beyond that, there's sort of like a small lake, water flowing, a waterfall. They just said it's peaceful, and they said the energy of today is about peace. Well, let's see if the card of the day represents that peaceful feeling as I shuffle. One more. Okay. Do you want to take from the top? Yes. Okay. Step into the spotlight. Okay. So, I have to say it. This was magic. I want to say, if we have any doubt in ourselves, but this image is exactly what I just got through describing. This image is exactly how I saw the two, Beatrice and Gertrude. Except the difference would be they are sitting either side of this beam of light in the middle of a clearing. And this guardian angel wasn't exactly there, but I would say this could easily be the Lady Venus, or the angel of Lady Venus that's coming with these light codes from Sunat Kumara, with these high-pitched sounds, with the understanding that we've got to step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Now, this is not just a message for me, it's a message for you, it's a message for all of us. There is this great network that we are part of. I was listening yesterday to somebody who invited me to an evening, a talk delivered at a college locally by a person who wrote a book. And basically, the book is about awe, A-W-E, being in that space of awe, being that space of wonderment, being that space of enchantment. And this friend of mine looked up and said, we're all connected. We're all part of this big cosmic network. I wanted to say, yes, we are. Yes, we are. And then what I thought in my heart of hearts was, glory, glory, hallelujah, thank you for all of it. You're either up for the greater good of all, up for the greater good of yourself, up for the greater good of joy, of peace, of contentment, of happiness, up for all of that, or you're up for the other. And the other is exactly what we've experienced. The other is exactly what we have gone through. The other is exactly what we've told ourselves, we don't need this. What in the world are we doing this for? I mean, really? I don't know. I just really don't know. So, stepping into the spotlight as Archangel Michael is with us, shining that spotlight. The message with it goes that how the world is waiting for us, leaders like us. And if you don't see yourself as a leader, step into what that means. It's time for you to write, to speak, to teach. Otherwise, share your vision. Go past the need to take more classes. Go past the need to read more books. Increase your knowledge by spending time with mentors. It's nearly complete, and your time to become an inspiration to other people is at hand. You are ready. Always, always, always. Archangel Michael is using his sword of light to cut away the fears, the uncertainties about whatever it is that you can't do. And Archangel Michael says that he knows you might be feeling nervous. Focus on the excitement that you get when you consider how much you're going to help other people. Ask your guardian angels. These images just make me smile. Let me go back over here. There we go. I think I've said many, many times, I started this journey probably close to 30 years ago by doing readings at fairs and psychic events, and I even got tangled up in Psychic Friends Network with, what is her name, Dionne Warwick, 1976 numbers. And at that time I didn't feel like the time was right for me to merge my hairdressing with the psychic stuff together, because the world wasn't quite ready. They were getting there, they weren't quite ready, and it became this network of money making profit. The longer you keep people on the telephone yip yapping about their life and making predictions that we didn't know if they were going to come true or not. That's when I stepped away. I went on another journey of doing hair and what I was gifted to do to make people look a little better, make people feel a little bit about the way they looked. But it really wasn't just that. I had to help people feel better about the way they felt, lifting them up. And then we go through the 90s and the year 2000s. And then an increasingly number of people were looking for ways to feel better, to feel joy, to feel content. And in that looking for ways, popping off to the doctor, explaining why they didn't feel good, why they weren't feeling quite right. And the rest is history. Pop a pill, take some medicine, deal with issues. And then I went into the yoga world where more of that was present. Folks were flocking to the yoga studio I worked at and looking for a spiritual foundation to give them something to lift upon. I myself found a breakthrough. I found a family. I found a group of what I call oddball people who were just fun and great and loving and kind. And then 4 years ago, COVID happened. And I knew that to have a global event of that magnitude that affects everything and everyone on the planet, not just a nation here and a region there. And then it was, whoa, hang on a minute. The true act of faith of being able to put all this together and do this every day took over. I don't necessarily need to know what it looks like. I don't necessarily need to know how it's going to turn out. All I need to know is I'm on this journey with you, with us, and part of this bigger network of love, of joy, of happiness, of contentment. I don't want anything to get in the way of that. And I don't want anything to get in the way of your joy, your contentment, your happiness, and the way that we all together lift each other up through a combined power. Thank you, Beatrice, for all of that. And they are sitting with their hands at prayer. Do you know, doing mudras like this, like this, like this, like this? You should study this stuff. It's all communication, divine communication. And just like earlier when I explained what I saw in my third eye with Beatrice and Gertrude, and then the card came out and showed me, this is what you're seeing, and this is the message for you, step in the spotlight, and this is what you share to others. When I step into the spotlight, you step in the spotlight. We step in the spotlight, and the world gathers. We're just one small group that expands to another group that expands to another group. We are all up for a better day to lead others into a better life. And with that said, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and getting this out to as many people as we can. Until tomorrow, bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.